What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mike Ayers. We're back with another episode of Parental Composure. And of course, I got my stepdaughter Hailey here, and we're still talking about how the Rona affects her lifestyle. It's crazy. Check it out.
Who you telling?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mike Ayers, and I'm back with another episode of Parental Composure. Hailey, just introduce yourself.
I'm Hailey.
I'm Hailey. Hailey, welcome back. This is all about you this week. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's all about you. Well, because let me tell you, it's, this whole segment is about, parenting young adults and, through a world pandemic. World pandemic is very rare. So, I'm actually glad that you're seeing it firsthand while you're young. That way, when you get older, and if this ever happens again, you know how to, take care of yourself, and hopefully your kids and grandkids, and hopefully I'm not here anymore. So, just saying. So today I want to talk about how the Rona has. I mean, we all already know the answer, but I want to know. How is it taking a financial toll on you? You know what I mean? Like you got a new car with the insurance and, your even the small things like your cell phone bills and things like that. Like, how are you and your rent. How are you making ends meet? You know what I mean? That's like the biggest thing. How, Instacart, there's no way Instacart is going to pay for all this. Because you said in our previous episode that, you're doing Instacart and things like that. Instacart on the side, but, how are you making ends meet? I mean, I know it's like driving you insane, but.
It is. I've applied to jobs. It's hard finding jobs nowadays. Everybody's been laid off trying to find a new job for a temporary job.
Have you tried the grocery stores and stuff like that?
Yeah. I've applied to quite a few. Amazon's hiring, but I've tried and
I'm not too sure how the whole Amazon thing is going to work just because I don't know if you heard, I don't know if you read our article on ourcommunitynow.com. Zinger. But anyways, Whole Foods, they're going to go on strike. And Amazon is the parent company of Whole Foods, and they just feel like they're not being taken care of, basically. So I'd watch that Amazon thing for a little bit. But, you've only been doing it for what? Let's just say a week. Let's just be safe and say a week. You've only been doing this for a week now. Like, if you see in a month, let's just say at the end of April, and you see yourself struggling, like what are some things you think you can do to make your ends meet? Because you can't lose your car, and there are a lot of banks who are letting the payment go for a month. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But the thing is that they're not going to forgive it. They're just going to basically put it on the back end of your loan or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a financial expert. I don't know how that goes, but that is what the bank did for me one time. Was they just put it at the end of the loan, but your bills will always be there. Whether they say you don't have to pay it for 90 days or whatever, most of your bills are, they're just going to add up.
Yeah.
And that's why I've been pushing you to, look, if you have the money to pay your car, pay it. If you have money to pay your insurance, pay it. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about insurance is, your insurance is a 6-month thing. Yeah. So even though the insurance company says, hey, look, you're cool for this month, that whole 6-month premium you have to pay. Mm-hmm. So that it definitely won't go
adds up.
So and that's why I tell you, right now, pay what you can. If you have a bill, pay it. Just because mm-hmm. And then if this thing does extend longer, then we might have to. I'm not making any promises, but your mom and I might have to look at some ways we can help you and your sisters out. But don't. My advice: don't let these things.
I'm trying to find a job, because a job will help it out. even if it's part-time. It'll help. It'll bring some more money in than what Instacart's bringing me in.
It's going to be really hard to find a job here. Just because, what was the number of, Josh, what was the number of unemployment for Colorado? Wasn't it like in the millions or something like? Can you find that number out? But, and just knowing that number, just knowing that many people are filing for unemployment, because usually when you file for unemployment, you know you have to search for jobs and things like that.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm not the only one. There's
exactly
lots of people out there.
That's the biggest thing I want you and your sisters to know. It's, you know, you're not the only one. You're not by yourself.
Everybody's trying to find a job. Nobody wants to stay home.
Correct. That's true.
They all want to be working.
Look at that. See, we raised her good, Chris. Look at that.
It's stressful.
No, we just talked about it.
It's stressful not having a job, though.
It's very stressful not having a job.
I couldn't imagine. I was thinking about last night while I was in my room. What would I do if I did not have a job? Like, I wouldn't have my car. I'd be still probably working at Wingstop. Walking to work. To and from work, probably. And then I would...
I mean, now you got to do what you got to do. Whether it's, you know, if I knew I was able to get a part-time job, I would do it right now, just because of the fact. But I know for a fact I won't be able to, just because I already have a full-time job. Nobody's gonna hire me
because everybody's trying to look for a job. So
there are millions of people out there who aren't working, and you know what I mean. So that's why I don't even try and get a, you know. That's why I don't even try to get a part-time job.
Yeah.
20,000 people. 20,000 people.
That's a lot. And just think, all these people are looking for...
Is that just Denver or Colorado?
Colorado's latest. That's last week.
That's last week? Oh, my God.
That's a lot. And just imagine, all those people are trying to look for a part-time job, a temporary job, depending on if they got furloughed, laid off, let go.
And so you got approved for unemployment, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, at least you have a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, and...
A little bit's better than nothing.
Plus you got the little bit of stimulus that's coming to you, you know, and that's... You know, I advise Hailey to save her money. Don't spend a freaking dime.
I still
if you
have
don't
one more
to.
paycheck from my last job.
So because that's the biggest thing, is that we don't know when this whole thing's gonna end. So you're gonna need your money.
Yeah.
You got a penny push, and you know you got to watch your money, because you can't spend it, because you're gonna need it.
Yeah.
So that's why I push for that. But you know, I honestly, being your parent, that's probably the best advice I can give you is one, keep your bills up to date as best as you can. Mm-hmm. Two, save every dime that you get, because we don't know when this is going to end. You're gonna need it, just like me and your mom are gonna need it to keep food in the house and things like that. And we already know, even though, they say that the utility companies can't shut off water or electric and all that.
It's just going to add up, though.
Exactly. We don't want that stuff to add up. Because then, when all this is done and everything opens back up,
we'll have $100 bill.
We're going to get evicted anyways, because we don't have any utilities, because we can't pay the bills that have been saving up for so long. So, and the biggest thing is you can't stress. Don't stress about all this, because you're not the only one going through it. This is a worldwide pandemic thing going, and the worst thing to do is stress right now. So
I mean, I was stressing when I first got laid off. Now that I think that I read into it, I'm not the only one that's out there struggling. My sister's struggling. She lost her good job. Got furloughed.
Yeah, that was a really good job.
It was. And she got furloughed.
But the thing is that, with our family, it's not COVID-19 that is stressing us out. It's the effects of COVID-19. You know what I mean? We're not.
But I think that's what's affecting a lot of people.
Right.
Is the
and
effects
that's the thing.
of it, because
everybody's like, the the Rona this, the Rona that, the Rona this, the Rona that. And it's like, that's not, everybody knows, yes, it's a sickness that they just need to find a vaccine for. But until then, we need to shut everything down. That right there is what is stressing everybody out because everyth's shut down.
The only place you can go is grocery shopping.
And the longer it goes, the more people are going to lose their money. Lose their money. Yeah, that too. But the longer it extends, the more people are going to keep losing their jobs. And, I don't even know if I'll be safe tomorrow just because you don't know how all this is going. Yeah. So
it's affecting a lot of
that's
people.
why hold on to your money. Don't go crazy. Don't spend it on anything. And that's probably the best advice I can give you, like finance-wise, is
spend it on bills.
Yeah, I'm not telling you we're not going to give you guys money when you need it, but, why would you borrow money from us if you had your own? So just hold on to it. Let's see how far this thing goes, and, that's all I'm asking from you. Parenting 101, point 1. But, I don't know. Like, is your bank hurting? Your bank account hurting?
Not really. It's low down there, but...
Well, it's low for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody, you can never have enough money, right?
Yeah.
So...
It's low down there, but...
That's good, because, that's the last thing that I want to see. And that's, again, why I'm happy that all of my kids, except for one, are with me and your mom, because, it'd be a lot more stressful for me and your mom if you guys were out on your own.
It'd be stressful for both of us.
Or in a house or something like that, and not being able to take care of yourself or the groceries and things like that. It's good that we're all in one room. I probably
would have been screwed if I was by myself.
Yeah.
Once all this was over with, I probably would have been screwed.
Probably.
And I probably try to come back home after this.
Yeah, see, that's not going to happen. What's my rule, Hailey? What's my rule? I told him this the first couple episodes, but
if we leave to not come back? If we move out? Yeah, if we move out, we can't come back. We're on our own.
It's just a thing. I want them to be ready. So if they're ready, I want them to make sure. When you're ready to leave, you need to be ready to leave. You have to have all your ducks in a row, because you ain't coming back. So when you're ready to leave, you better make sure you're ready to leave. Such a bad parent, man.
Terrible. I know.
What?
It's okay.
Really? Anyways. She did bring me coffee, so kudos to that. So, but anyways, well, I didn't mean to get personal with, talking about your money and stuff like that, but I just wanted to get my 2 cents out on why I say you should be saving your money. So, but thanks again for doing another episode in the Pin Dungeon with our black wall behind us. We don't have our TV here anymore, but because we had to quarantine ourselves. So. But thank you, I appreciate it. And now we're gonna talk about some more great stuff in our next episodes, because you're here all week.
Yep.
So nice. Okay, remember, you gotta do this again. So I do a salute. Remember how Tim? So you gotta. There you go.